Shalom, shalom. I'd like to start this video by giving all honor, praises, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Racha, Kwadash. Double honors to my teachers, the elder apostles, the elder bishops of Great Millstone, teaching and ruling well. Peace, salutations, and blessings unto the hopeful elect of the house of Israel, those who are keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, and waiting upon Yahushai to deliver us out of this wicked society, out of this wicked kingdom. All right. So again, this is a lesson inspired by a video that I watched early on during the gym, And again, it's all through the Spirit. Lord willing, this will be edifying. Okay. So at the end of the day, these the brothers that I was watching, they mentioned something that stuck with me. You know, Yahweh Shai had a champion's mentality, meaning that he endured unto the end. Okay, and that's the same mentality that we must have if we are in order to be delivered, because again it says, he that endureth until the end, the same shall be saved. So without enduring, you cannot be delivered. Okay, you have to endure. If you fold, you're gonna fall. Okay, so again it says here in Hebrews 12:2, looking unto Yahweh Shai, the author and finisher of our faith, for who for the joy that was set before him endured the cross. Okay, so he being a visionary, seeing that he had to seeing above the affliction that he was going at the present time, as it says, the present affliction is not worthy to compare to the glory that we are about to inherit, roughly paraphrasing. But again, Yahweh Shai saw the bigger picture. Okay, he knew that, okay, I have to go through these things, and then I will obtain my reward. Okay, so again, he says, what he endured, who for the joy that was set before him endured the cross, despising the shame, and is set down at the right hand of the right hand of the throne of the Most High. So again, he despised the shame. He rejected the world. He didn't care what the other people thought, as long as because Yahushua was a man on a mission. He was a champ. He had a championship. He had a champion mentality. He wanted that incorruptible crown, and he fought for it, and now he received it, because as it says, and now he sat down at the right hand of the throne of the Most High. Okay, so he received his rightful place in rulership in heaven, and he's gonna come and make it known unto the world that he is the King of Kings. Okay, once he puts all these rulerships down and authorities, he's gonna put them under his feet. Okay, under his subjection. Okay, so it says here, for consider him that endures such contradictions of sinners against himself, lest ye be weary and faint in your mind. So again, everything you do has to go back to, let's say if you find yourself lacking faith, or if you find yourself weak in the spirit, you have to always remind yourself and constantly think about Yahweh Shai, and knowing that he endured and overcame. Okay, and we're supposed to walk after him. That's what it means to follow after Yahweh Shai, is to emulate his actions. Okay, trying your best to walk after the law, statutes, and commandments, to keep them. Okay, to walk in the fear of the Lord. Okay, that's the mindset, and again, that goes again into the champion mentality. Okay, because he's the top, he's the alpha. Okay, he's the top champion of Israel, and he's gonna make it known when he comes and destroys the Esau Edom, takes him out of rulership, and abase these other nations, and exalts Israel over these other nations. Okay, puts things right side up, the way that they're supposed to be. Okay, it says here again, ye have not yet strived, ye have not yet resisted unto blood, striving against sin. So again, even now, like we like to say, you're not gonna ask when Jacob's trouble is happening. You're gonna know it's Jacob's trouble. Okay, bodies on top of bodies piled up in the streets, chaos, fire, war, rumors of war, things of that nature. The love of many waxing cold. Okay, it's gonna be clear and obvious that this is even the hour of temptation. You're gonna know, man, that you're in the time of Jacob's trouble. Okay, but again, we have not yet strived unto blood, because that's just to tell you that it's gonna get worse and worse and worse. Okay, the time that the grace period that we're in is really to increase our faith. Okay, to put our hope in Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, that he may deliver us in the days to come, to train the spirit, so that so in the time of trouble we have faith in the Lord. Okay, we put our trust in the Lord and not in our own ability. Okay, knowing that our life is in the hands of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Okay, but again, that all starts with the champion mentality. Okay, because at the end of the day, we want to win. We're not striving for a corruptible crown, but for an incorruptible. So how much more are we supposed to put our faith in the Lord? Okay, it says here in 2 Timothy 2:1, Thou therefore, my son, be strong in the grace that is in Hamashiach Yahushai. And the things that thou hast heard of me among many witnesses, the same commit thou to faithful men who shall be able to teach others also. So again, that goes into bringing forth fruit. We're not seeking for you're not coming into the truth to just be a student your whole time. Eventually, you have to graduate. You know, you can't just be go to a community college for 20 years, man. Eventually, the whole point of going to college is to graduate. You know, you're not just gonna stay there for 20 years and just chill there. You know, it doesn't make sense. You're wasting your time. But at the end of the day, you're learning this truth so that you can go out and teach others. If you're a man, if you're a woman, you teach other women, you teach the children, you bring them up in the ways of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Okay, everyone has a part to play, has a role to play in this ministry. Okay, and again, that goes into bringing forth fruit. What did John say unto these wicked Pharisees and Sadducees? He told them, bring forth fruit meet for repentance, and those fruits are your works. Okay, a man shall be known by his works. Okay, so again, you go out there and you push forth the truth. Okay, to whoever heareth or forbeareth, and then if they stay in the truth, good. But at the end of the day, if you come into the truth, if you're walking after Yahushai, you have to study to show thyself approved, so that you may grow in the truth and go out and teach others. Okay, you take up the mantle. Okay, it's like we're passing you the torch, and you have to go out. You have to go out and pass the torch to other people, so that the message can be spread and the elect could be gathered. That's the whole point. Okay, it's for the elect's sake, so the marriage can be furbished with guests. Okay, so we're calling upon the people to come unto the marriage of the Lamb. Okay, so it says here, verse 3, 2 Timothy 2:3, thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Hamashiach Yahushai. Okay, so again, it's about enduring. What is a good soldier? A soldier is a champion, because this is a war. We're fighting a spiritual warfare. Okay, every time we go out in the highways and byways, we're subject to these spirits that are out there. You know, the police can stop by, come and arrest us for no reason, because they got demons on them, or whatsoever, but we're out there, we're fighting. We're fighting it's a spiritual battle, man. We're not fighting things that it's not a physical battle. It's a spiritual. Okay, so again, it tells us to endure hardness. It's a difficult thing, man, to walk in the straight path, which again means difficulty, a path of difficulty. Okay, because again, when you reject, he that departed from evil becometh a prey. So now the world looks at us as the enemy, like when Neo disconnected from the Matrix. That's when Agent Smith was looking for him. It's like, oh shit, we got one that can see, Now, if you disconnect from the Matrix, you're an enemy to the Matrix, So again, you have to endure hardness, because now you're walking after righteousness while the whole world is covered in gross darkness. Okay, the people are covered in gross darkness, and they don't like the light. So again, they're gonna hate you because they hate Yahushai. Okay, but again, we have to endure all things. Therefore, endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahushua HaMashiach. No man that warreth entangleth himself with the affairs of this life, and that he may please him who had chosen him to be a soldier. So everything is for the purpose of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, that you may do what is pleasing unto him. So, hating your own life, so that you may push forth this word, so you can be a more profitable servant unto Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Okay, you're not worried about the things of this life, because why? These things shall pass away. All these things shall pass away, and the things that the Lord has prepared for us are even greater, far beyond what we can even imagine. So we're not worried about losing things on this side. Okay, because if you lose things on this side, it's really a gain. Okay, it's like an investment. Okay, right now the investment is going down, but once Yahushua returns, that it's gonna skyrocket. The value of your investment is gonna skyrocket. Okay, and you're gonna see it. And again, that's what I meant in the beginning. The present suffering is not worthy to be compared with the glory that we're gonna obtain. Okay, so again, we are not focused on we're not entangled. Entanglement, as it's in the world. We're not entangled with the things of this world. Okay, but rather we're seeking after things that are above, where Yahushua seeketh. It's like where Yahushua is. Okay, we're seeking things that are spiritual and not carnal. Okay. It says here, verse 5, and if a man also strive for mastery, yet he is not crowned, except he strive lawfully. So again, you have to do everything in law, everything in order, okay? Everything in decency and in order. You have to follow after the right path. You can't just do everything as you like. Everything in decency and in order, man. All right? And it says here, verse 10, therefore I endure all things for the elect's sake, that they may also obtain salvation, which is in Hamashiach, Yahushai, with eternal glory. So again, yes, you seek out thy own salvation with truth, seek out thy own salvation with fear and trembling. But again, if you keep thy words, you will not only save yourself, but those that hear you. Okay, so we're set up as an example, as I was saying before, where the Lord gives us this word, He invests in us to push forth this word, and then when the Lord wakes up people through us, okay, when the Lord, because it's ultimately the Lord that opens the mind of someone to come into the truth. No man can come into the Father less the Lord Yahweh Himself open the mind of that person to accept Yahweh Shai as being the Savior. Okay, so again, we go out in the highways, we throw out that net, and we gather fish. Okay, some are gonna stay, some are gonna fold. Okay, and others are not even gonna get caught. You know, but again, that's just to say that we have to endure all things for the elect's sake. Okay, so to be an example, the same way that Yahweh Shai is an example unto us, we what did Paul say? Follow me as I am a follower of Yahweh Shai. Okay, the same way that Yahweh Shai was walking, I'm trying my best to the best of my ability to walk after his manner. So if you're walking as I am, you're basically walking after Yahweh Shai yourself. Okay, so we're set up as example unto those that are coming into the truth. Okay, and that's why we have to endure all things. Okay, it says here in Sirach 2:1, my son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. Okay, it's not like it's gonna be a surprise, you know, because as soon as you hop in as soon as you're in the truth, it tells you. Once you hear the word, there's some that Satan, as soon as you hear the word, Satan hops in your mind and takes away the word, the seed that was sown immediately. Okay, so as soon as you hop in the truth, Satan's already attacking you, trying his best to get you out of the truth, man. But again, you have to have that champion mentality to hold on fast. Okay, because what's the best thing? What's the best example? You know, you hear this truth, you know, you're eager, you're young, you know, you're young in the faith. You just learned this thing, and now you want to tell your family. Your family members are gonna be the first ones to put you down. Like, yo, this is a foolishness. Yo, where'd you hear this? Oh, this is lie, man. This is all lies, man. Yo, just come to church with us on Sunday, and we'll hash things out with the pastor. You know, your family members are the first one to put you down. Okay, your family members, your friends, all those that, you know, because they're blinded. Okay, but now as it says, the Lord is already telling us to prepare yourself for temptation. It's not like you're not aware. Okay, the Lord said to walk in the straight path. It's not easy. Okay, to walk into like I said, to depart from evil, you make yourself a prey. And again, if you to go through all this hell, you know, you have to have a champion mentality. You can't be a faint of heart. Okay, you have to be able to endure. Prepare thy soul for temptation when you come to serve the Lord. Set thy heart aright and constantly endure, and make not haste in times of trouble. So again, putting your faith in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. That's the best thing you can do when you're in time of temptation, the time of tribulation. That's the best thing you can do. Okay, cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully. Take cheerfully. Whatever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully. Why? Because you know that's the Lord sending these things upon you. Okay? And so it says here, and be patient when thou art changed to a lower state. Take your time, take it easy. Don't rush things. Don't put things in your own hand, but rather put trust in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. He's the one that put you in that situation. He's the one that's gonna deliver you out of the situation. Maybe the Lord is putting you in a slum so you can pray unto him, so you can turn unto him, so you can seek him 10 times more. Okay, maybe sometimes it's just a slap in the face to tell you, yo, I'm here. Okay, don't forget that I'm here. You know, so sometimes it's just a wake-up call, you know. So it says here, for gold is tried in the fire, an acceptable man in the furnace of adversity. Okay, if you're able to endure the fire, that makes you a champion. Okay, because just as Abraham, it says Abraham, after he endured, he obtained the promise. Okay, that's how he was a champion, and because of his actions, he became a friend of the Lord. Okay, so it says here, um, believe in him and he will help thee. Okay, without faith it is impossible to please the Lord, man. You believe in the Lord and he will help you. Order that way right and trust in him. Put your faith in the Lord, man. Okay, yea, ye that fear the Lord, wait for his mercy. Again, patience, endurance goes into patience, and patience goes into long suffering. You have to endure. And endure makes it means to make hard. Okay, so now you're hardening yourself to 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 like as if you have an armor, as it says, put on the whole armor of the Lord. So that's what it means. So you're enduring because you're protected. Okay, you're protected by the faith, by this knowledge. You have the whole armor of the Lord, and now you can't be hit with the wiles of the devil. Okay, so now you're enduring. Okay, regardless of what happens unto you, you're able to stand. Okay, because you're holding firm to the faith, to your hope in Yahweh Shai. It says our hope is an anchor, and the anchor is to keep the ship at bay. Okay, if you're anchored, you're not the ship is not going anywhere. So it says here, um, ye that trust the Lord, wait for his mercy, and go not aside lest ye fall. Because if you turn from the Lord, you're gonna be destroyed. The Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahshai, is your only way out. There is no only way out, man. So like there is no other way out. So like okay. So it says here, ye that fear the Lord, believe in him, and your reward shall not fail. Okay. Shall the Lord say, and shall he not do? The Lord is not a man that he shall lie. Okay. The Lord is not a man that he should repent. Okay. He said that he's going to come and destroy Babylon with nuclear missiles. He's going to do it. He said that he was going to flood the earth. People did not believe. But did it happen or did it not happen? It happened. Okay? The Lord said that he was going to destroy Sodom and Gomorrah with fire and brimstone for their iniquity. Did it happen or did it not happen? It happened. It is written. Okay? So again, and again, it said that Sodom and Gomorrah is an example of what's going to happen unto unto those that later on will live ungodly, and how much more ungodliness is being perpetuated in Babylon the Great. This place must be destroyed. Okay, it has to be destroyed. Okay, for the sake of humanity, for the sake of humanity, for the sake of the creation. Babylon the Great must be destroyed, and the Israelites must be put back in their rightful place, which is in rulership. Okay, we have to be the rulers of the universe. That way, the whole universe can flourish. Okay, so that we can have peace. Okay, but again, as it says, ye that fear the Lord, believe Him, and your reward shall not fail. Ye that fear the Lord, hope for good and for everlasting joy and mercy. Okay, that's what we're hoping for. Okay, and what is that? Our hope, everlasting salvation. Okay, that's what we're hoping for, man. We're hoping for good joy, whatever happens, man. But just as Yahushua knew that for the joy that was set before him, he endured. Okay, the same likewise, because the servant is not greater than the master. Likewise, we have to suffer. Okay, for they that would live godly in Hamashiach must suffer hardship, shall suffer tribulation. Okay, to follow after Yahushua, you must suffer tribulation. Okay, that's part of the initiation. Let's say, through much tribulation we will attain the kingdom of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. But again, for you to overcome that fire, for you to overcome those trials, you have to have a champion mentality. Okay, it says here, look at the generations of old and see, did ever any trust in the Lord and was confounded? Did anyone have that champion mentality and was confounded? Think about David versus Goliath. David was the champion of Israel in that day. He wasn't even a soldier. All he had was his faith in Yahweh Bashem Yahushai and a rock. Okay, and with that, and he said it's not me that's striking you down, it's the Lord. Okay, because why? Strive for the truth even unto death, and the Lord shall fight for you. Because at the end of the day, let's say if you look on papers, man, it looks like David is gonna die. You know, if you look at the stats, David doesn't even, Goliath is a man of war. This guy is tall. He's a giant. He probably been to many wars. He's got all these scars. He survived. This guy's a made man. But David he just takes care of the sheep, of the sheeps. He just takes care of he's gonna die. But what happened? The Lord fought for Israel. The Lord fought for David and killed his enemies. Okay. So the same way that Goliath was standing as a mighty man, the same way that Esau Edom is standing as a mighty man, and it looks like we can defeat him, okay? But it's not us that's gonna defeat him. It's gonna be Yahweh Shai that's gonna, it's not us that's gonna throw that rock, it's Yahweh Shai that's gonna destroy him. Yahweh Shai being that rock made without hands, okay? But again, it says here, look at the generations of old and see, did any ever trust in the Lord and was confounded? Or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him? For the Lord is full of compassion and mercy and long suffering and very pitiful, and forgiveth sins and save it in time of affliction. So again, you have to put that in your mind. You have to understand that the Lord is gonna deliver you, either in death, either in life or even in death. The Lord can bring you back. It's a light thing, okay? But for you to forsake the Lord, man, that could be the worst. It cannot be. It is, okay? It is the worst thing, the worst decision that you could possibly make in your entire life, to turn from the Lord, man. Because we know the result of that, man. Throughout as it says, look at the generations of old. How many times did we Israelites turn and forsook the Lord? This is the reason why we're in this captivity this day, okay? This is the reason why we're under the oppressors, okay? Heathens, okay? Nothing but spittle in the eyes of the Lord. The Lord has put spittle over us, okay? Because we disobeyed and we turned from Him, okay? But now now that it was in our mind to turn away from the Lord, now being turned back, seek Him 10 times more. Return unto that champion mentality and endure until the end, okay? So I'll end up with this. It says here in 2 Timothy 4:2, preach the word, be instant in season, out of season, reprove, rebuke, exhort with long suffering and doctrine. Okay, endure with long suffering, like I said before, that goes into patience and endurance. Okay, endure. Okay, and again, you have to preach the word. You have to push the word. Okay, because we're looking to gather the elect. Okay, the faith cometh by hearing, and how can they hear if someone was not sent? Okay, the Lord has, as it says, the Lord has sent the apostles last. Okay, starting with the head of Great Millstone, the elder apostles and the men on down. Okay, the Lord has sent the apostles last to push for this truth, to gather the elect. Okay, so that we can be ready. Okay, so that we can be ready at the time of the return of Yahweh Shai. Okay, for the time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine, but after their own lust shall they heap to themselves teachers having itching ears. So those are the other ones that are not really grounded, that don't have that champion mentality, that are not grounded in the faith of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. And they shall turn away their ears, again, turning away from the Lord. And they shall turn away their ears from the truth. They don't want to hear the truth. They want to hear lies. They want to hear deceit. They want to hear smooth things. And that's why they're going to perish. Okay? Because yes, there is sweetness. Okay? When it comes to the truth. Yeah, there's sweetness, but there's bitterness as well. Okay? When the angel told unto Ezekiel to eat the roll, it was smooth, it was sweet in his mouth, but bitter in his belly. It's hard to digest the truth, because in the Bible it's filled with what? Woes, lamentations, and mourning. Okay, but at the end of the story, that's and they say at the rain, after the rain comes the rainbow. But at the same time, after this last affliction, as it says, affliction shall not rise up a second time. After this last affliction, it's gonna be joy forevermore for the Israelites, and even these other nations are gonna be better off under our supervision than under Esau Edom's supervision, because Esau Edom is a beast. Okay, he's a base man. He's as death itself. It cannot be satisfied. Under the rulership of Esau Edom, the people are being destroyed. Okay, So he has to be taken down. Okay. So it says here, and they shall turn away their ears from the truth and shall be turned unto fables. So fables is like stories. It's not even real, man. Okay, they'll be turned aside unto lies. Okay, but it says here, but watch thou in all things, endure affliction, do the work of an evangelist, make full proof of thy ministry. So make sure, make full proof, not let your works be done in the sight of men, so they can understand. Even if they don't believe, they know that, okay, this man believes in the Lord. Regardless, this man is out there every week, twice a week, 3 times a week, is out there pushing forth the word. This man is doing videos every day, so you can't say that he doesn't believe, because he has works. Okay, yeah, that's what it means to make full proof of your ministry. Okay, he's out there putting his life on the line. Okay, he's enduring the time. He's enduring like the weather. He's enduring the mockery, the scoffing, but despising the shame, seeing the things that are seeing the glory that is in front of us. All right. Thinking upon Yahweh Shai, how he endured the same, how he endured even worse than us, and how he was glorified at the end. Okay. Lest we should faint, as I brought it out before in Hebrews 12. Okay. Yahweh Shai being the author and finisher of our faith, being the champion of Israel, we have to move in the same mindset, in the same champion mindset. Okay, because as it says, we have the mind of Yahweh Shai, and hopefully we endure unto the end. Okay, Lord willing, we are part of that number. You brothers and sisters watching this video, myself speaking, and the elder apostles and the men on down, GMS, and the like-minded men, that we all have the same mindset, the same champion mentality, to not fold in the hour of temptation, and to hold fast to that faith until Yahushua returns to come and save us. Okay, so as it says, be patient in Second Ezra, Sirach, let me see, Sirach 2:8. Ye that fear the Lord, believe him, and your reward shall not fail. So again, the Lord is going to come with saving, with healing in his wings. Okay, but again, you have to endure. It's all about enduring. Okay, having that champion mentality and waiting upon the Lord, and he will come through with his word. Okay, he will not forsake us. Okay, he will not leave us to die. He did not just invest in us, gave us this word, cleaned us, okay, from the filth of this world, to leave us to burn with the heathens, to be partakers of the sins of Babylon the Great. All right, so that being said, I hope this lesson was edifying. Keep that champion mentality, and strive unto the truth, even unto death. All right, so I like to give all honor, praises, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Racha Kodash. Double honors to my teachers, the elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone, teaching and ruling well. Peace, salutations, and blessings unto the hopeful elect. Until next lesson, Lord willing, this was edifying. DTA Ababa Kwam Yashala. Shalom. Shalom. Until next time, shalom.